on, Dolphins? It is your boy Dillon. So I can make a quick one. I made one for you earlier today, updating you on some things, but I got new updates for you because apparently, or there were lots of reports, tons of reports out that apparently the Dolphins are imminently going to hire Patriots defensive coordinator Brian Flores. It's obviously not official yet because the Patriots are still in the playoffs, which, real quick, let me go ahead and give a shout out to the homie TD on TD Phins Talk. But let me go ahead and help out my brother real quick, and by letting him know that, because he made a video or a live stream. I saw, his alert because I'm subscribed to his channel or whatever, and it said breaking news: Dolphins hire Brian Flores. So, homie, they haven't hired him yet. They can't hire him yet. The Patriots are still in the playoffs. So just a correction there on that. No big deal. Also, though, I want to help him out by letting him know that when you put breaking news in your title or headline or in any of that, it's usually because you're the one that breaks the story. So he usually, I'm just saying that because he often puts breaking news like later, after the story's been broke for a minute. So it doesn't really count. So I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But anyway. So let's get to it. It does seem imminent, though. There were tons of reports. I had previously reported that he was one of the top candidates. I don't know a super lot about him. Obviously, this past year was his first year, as a coordinator. So he spent this past year as a defensive coordinator for the Patriots because Matt Patricia went to be the head coach of the Lions. And before that, he was linebackers coach. So, but if he does end up being, what I plan to do is whoever we end up actually hiring, I'm going to do a piece. I'm going to do, my research on that person. I'm going to find out a bit about them, at least, some of their history and their experience and their coaching tree and stuff like that. See if I can get any maybe of their philosophy, just as much information as I possibly can. And then I'll make a video kind of detailing, that person, whoever it may be. But just so you guys know, as of right now, it does look as if Brian Flores will probably end up being our next head coach. Having said that, I also want to say that the more I have thought about this, because I had said that Darren Rizzi would be, I was leaning towards him, but I thought about it more, and I think having Darren Rizzi and Brian Flores actually would be better. So I think I ultimately do. I kind of did change, because it was between Brian Flores or Darren Rizzi for me before, and honestly, I think I'd rather have them both. So I have changed my opinion on that. So, we'll see what happens. We still got some time. Hopefully the Patriots lose this week, and then, they can make it official if that's what's going to end up happening. Also, too, like I said, I don't know too much about him, but because I am or at least try to be, optimistic, I try and err on the side of being an optimistic Dolphins fan. I do like some of the things that I've heard about him and so far or whatever. And I think that he could provide, some good things, some good leadership for this team. I do think it's a shame that Adam Gase is not going to be here. I will always think that, even if Brian Flores or whoever ends up doing a wonderful job. And no matter what, I hope that Adam Gase has a good career overall, except for obviously when we play them. But frankly, one of my concerns for this whole, change of order and whatever within the organization, one of my concerns was that, we're gonna, and I mentioned it in, some of my previous videos, is, if we start losing talent, if we start losing players because they, don't want to be here, or even if it's just because, it was the old regime's players, because the thing is this team has, going into this past year, we were one of the youngest teams in the league. You know, so that's why, like, anytime people would, like, focus on the fact that we have, you know, a 35-year-old Frank Gore and a 36-year-old, you know, Cam Wake, it's like, yeah, but those are the outliers. We actually have a really young core of players, and the reason why is because over the past few years, we've actually been doing pretty damn good in the draft. And we've been steering away from, you know, filling holes on the team via free agency, and then we were smarter with the free agents that we picked up. That's another reason why, you know, I don't think, you know, or that I think the heat that Gase took and the fact that he got fired was unfair and premature. But anyway, so ultimately, if we can maintain, you know, the core of this team, and, you know, if they handle the personnel on this team, you know, properly, with this coaching staff, incoming coaching staff, then, you know, I'll feel better about it for sure. And, you know, obviously, whoever we do end up hiring, and, you know, all the subsequent moves, the coaching staff that they put in place, and so on and so forth. I mean, you know, obviously my opinions could change, and I hope that they do change from some of the previous things that I said. You know, I hope that this organization is able to get things right. Again, I think it was premature and unfair to get rid of Gase, how and when they did. You know, but again, and up to this point, you know, from the end of the season up to this point, the information and stuff that I have, you know, painted a picture that didn't look too promising. But obviously, new factors always come into it, and things always change, and so on and so forth. So there were obviously things that are still going to influence, you know, my opinion and perception of it. But I'm still not, you know, I'm still not. I have to be proven at this point. And I guess that's the bottom line for me, is I just need to be proven that Stephen Ross is making the right moves, because from my evaluation of his time as an owner, he hasn't made, when it comes to, you know, the football decisions, he's not been very good at it up to this point. So I want to see him, you know, do it right this time. And, you know, like I said, there's a lot we have to wait and see. So, but anyway, that's going to be my video. I just wanted to update you guys on that. I hope you guys enjoy my videos. If you do, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the bell if you want to get the alerts. Leave your questions, comments, and concerns down in the comment section. I love interacting with you guys. And of course, as always, follow me on Twitter at Dillon Tartaro. Fins up. I'll see y'all soon.